Hi, and welcome to Sepia Tears, Midwinter's Reprise. Or Reprise, I don't fucking know. So yeah, there is a game I found, it's a visual novel. I haven't played visual novels in a while. I've been playing Undertale, and the ending for Genocide Run is coming, don't worry about it. But yes, I've been meaning to play this for a while. It's been free, like in a web page or something, a website. But now they put it out on Steam, and I wanted to play it. My friend Dane played it. He didn't finish it because he's a bitch and whatever. And we're gonna play it. So, might as well start, right? Let's do it. You've heard of the mayfly, right? It's one of those odd winter days when the snow is falling, but it isn't cold. Either late November or the beginning of December, right around the time when the dollar stores start playing Christmas music and the couples go skating. One of those odd winter evenings, the same old 3 p.m. through the lens of the classroom window. I would describe the muted texture of the light through the glass, but it's become all too familiar. It'll be like raving about the miracle of flowers blooming in spring. The novelty is gone. Chairs screech against tile floor, and students chatter all around, but the sounds fall on me, weightless. The mayfly, the bug that lives for only a day once it grows its wings. It's a great metaphor. You must have seen it before. My mind wanders sometimes. It's like being stuck in a room with a TV set to local news, almost muted, but not quite. Or like reading a boring website or web page because you're too lazy to click away, having a voice in your head that won't shut up. It used to bother me, but I can handle it now. Listen to music on the way home, play a video game before you go to bed. Kill time in any way you can, and it won't be so loud. Ever wonder why they even bother? It's simple, really. You pick up your books, stand up, put on your gloves, as you walk through the early winter chill. Get home, make a snack, relax, and let the process repeat itself. Life is the easiest thing in the world when you think about it. Autopilot. But sometimes memories resurface. The horrible red-brown that encroaches on my vision, creeping from a box locked safely away. Me. Dots. Oh, it's cold. I hadn't noticed before, but it looks like it's snowing. Oh wait, what? Was I out for that long? I was walking home from school a moment ago, I'm sure. Or is this a dream? That would make sense. But then why am I wearing my school uniform? And why is my wallet in my pocket? Well, that doesn't prove anything, but might as well roll with it. It's seriously pitch black here. I can make out the snowflakes just fine. But nothing seems to be lightening them. I better start moving before I freeze to death. Ah! That light, it's... Ooh. A little girl. Aw. You've come! You... Thank you for coming to see me. Why do I know this song? Why do I know this song? I heard it before, somewhere. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know where I heard it. Undertale? Another visual novel that I played? My game? I don't know. I just heard it before. If someone knows where this song is from, can you tell me please? Thank you for coming to see me. It's lonely here, you know. What the fuck was that? Lonely? Yeah, I can't deny that. It's peaceful. It's a peaceful prison, trapped in the darkness under this soft snowfall. but it's a prison. What's the matter? Aren't you glad to see me? She looks familiar, I'm sure of it. The memory teases me like a vivid, lucid dream, but I can't grab hold of it. It's been such a long time. I thought you would have been ecstatic. I open my mouth, but the words are lost. The more I search for the memory, the more her eyes bewitch me. As snowflakes land on the girl's hair, I force the first words out of my mouth. Who are you? Do you really not remember me? What a shame. We have so much to catch up on. Her smile is confident, mysterious, somewhere between angelic and doll-like. There's nothing to worry about. After all, we have all the time in the world. So then, who are you? She looks me in the eye, and my heart stops. I'm the person you wish you never met. She embraces me, and my senses freeze until a color strikes my eye against the monochrome backdrop. Hanging in the stillness, a red ribbon drifts from the side of her hair, and on the side of that ribbon something is written. But just as fantastic as that is the fact that the words are scrambled, blurred, even though my eyes are only inches from it. That ribbon, don't you remember? It was your... Her voice fades away. I glance at the ribbon again, but before I can move closer, my stomach flips upside down. Ooh, ah! The girl warms fades from my arms. Is she disappearing? This whole world is dots. A knife pierces my heart as I realize something. It's not this world that's disappearing. It's me. Day 1. Reunion. Oni-chan! Me. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oni-chan, are you up? That sounds familiar. Mark, we're going to be late. Mark. Ah. Oh wow, that's a cute emoto. Rain, what the fuck is that name? Are you even listening to me? Yeah, I heard you. Jeez, it wouldn't kill you to be a little more gentle. Gentle? Gentle? But I'm your cute little sister. I'm automatically gentle. That's like saying I'm automatically dependable because I'm your older brother. Wait. See? If you're not the dependable sibling you're supposed to be, that gives me the legal right to find new and exciting ways to teach you. And who was it that wrote this law? More importantly, I have a story test this morning, so I'll leave you behind if I have to. Pouting, my diligently evil little sister runs down the stairs. Can't she find a more normal form of torture? It's bright out, pleasantly bright. I can't get lost just looking at that pale blue sky, although I fear the cold that accompanies it. See, this is why I hate winter. Nature has no mercy for the northern hemisphere. Actually, does that make any difference? Technically, every country has to be part of an hemisphere, whatever you call that. So there must be warm regions in the northern hemisphere, and even so, the southern hemisphere would be... Mark, I've been working on my Hotuko Shinken, and... I'm coming. The last time she tried this... I shudder to think of it. Jesus Christ, Emoto. You know how to wake me up. Quick save? I didn't want to quick save, but okay. Why am I quick saving with... what? When I press enter, I quick save when I didn't do before. I'm pretty sure who my next practice subject will be if you make me fail my test. Isn't it usually practice partner, not practice subject? Emoto, please. So that's my sister, Reina. Since she started at my school, life has been hell. Well, maybe that's an exaggeration. See, she's a nice girl and all. She takes care of me, makes me lunch, forces me to buy her stuff. See what I mean? I'm out of compliments already, and that threat certainly wasn't the first. Ouch! Stupid razor. That was supposed to show me how to use this thing. So he's shaving. Anyway, Rin is a strange girl, to put it nicely. She always rattles on about these crazy robot wars and melodramatic love stories that she watches, trying to find new and exciting ways to pull me into her world. I haven't figured out why she calls me Onichan yet though. Is it ironic? Ironically unironic? Ironic because she thinks I'll think it subtly, ironically unironic. Oh Jesus Christ. I can only conclude that it's part of some devious scheme that I have yet to catch wind of. I don't know which one. The tip of the iceberg, so to speak, if the iceberg were a blood-related little sister. But as much as I'd like to criticize her, I can't complain. She still does better than me at school. Alright, I'm almost done. Oh, and she also does a better job of cooking and budgeting than me. She never sleeps in, and the only time she's late for class is when I hold her back. Now do you see why life with her is hell? Good morning, do you sleep well? I slept perfectly fine until I was awoken by a certain someone. How could you say that? You should be thankful to have a cute girl like me wake you up every morning. You're not supposed to call yourself cute. Is that because we're blood related and you're... That's not why. I mean, it's a little pain, don't you think? And it's not very cute. True. But what if I'm only doing it to unnerve you? Voice is going away. Good point. Well, I do have to thank you for keeping me on my toes all the time. You're like my mother. Is what I want to say. But I imagine her twitching smile and my life flashes before my eyes. So Rin, do you have a test this morning? Yep, I did a quick review with my friends yesterday, so you don't need to worry about it. I wasn't worried. Ah, is that your way of hiding your affection? The fucking stars came out of nowhere, what? Or were they before them? Was that even remotely implied? I'm sure you'll pass the test. I just want to make sure you don't forget anything and end up failing for some stupid reason. Like that time I accidentally brought my Game Boy instead of my calculator? Wow. Yes. Like that time. I was only 12. It was an innocent mistake. Only 12. Regardless, you get what I'm saying. Just don't screw up. I know, I won't. But aren't your exams coming up as well? Uh-oh. I was going to go over to Lucas' house and study over the weekend. Or something like that. Even for you, that's not a very convincing lie. Psychic! But I did make that up on the spot. It wouldn't kill you to have a bit of faith in me. If I say I'll study, I'll study. Really? You'll spend your whole Saturday afternoon doing math problems and rereading your social science notes? Yes. I like science and I like math, so yes. I'm tempted to say what notes, but that really isn't the problem here. Would you look at the time? Don't change the subject. We're really late. Well then, we'll have to continue at lunch, right, Onichan? The smile is so much more endearing before you get to know her. This is good. I like it. Made it. I leap past the front door as the clock strikes 8, inhaling a lungful of December air. That's a cute Santa outfit. Santa. Not bad, Mark. Not bad at all. Why do you call... Wait. Why are you calling me Mark? And then you call me Onichan, and then... Fuck you. You were taking so long with your bag that I thought I'd really have to put the gloves on. I thought you were going to leave me if I took too long. I was only kidding. Leave my only brother alone to walk to school on such a cold day. I couldn't. And yet you can practice your anime fighting techniques on me. Well, when you look at it that way. Oh my god, her eyes. But you know, mastery of the martial arts can be extremely important. What does that have to do with anything? It's important, really. Yeah, I know. Self-defense and all that. No, not just self-defense. It's an extra weapon in your arsenal. What? Okay, picture this. Okay. Jesus Christ. Imagine that you're fighting against an enemy who already knows your techniques. And why would I be doing that? And why would I be doing that? Because the person challenged you. Because he kidnapped the princess. Use your imagination. Fucking princess bitch. But what if the princess is in another case? Then you'll just have to go look for her. Ouch. Anyway, let's say you end up in combat with someone who knows that you're good with long-range weapons like a crossbow. They already know your weakness. All they have to do is dash forward and fight at a closer range. The archer won't be able to react fast enough, and the attacker will have the advantage. But what if I'm using a mid-range weapon like a lance? A lance? That's easy. A well-trained warrior will be proficient with both bows and axes. And everyone knows that the axe beats the lance. True, but then couldn't you just learn magic and attack from a distance? Yeah, but what if your enemy knows that you're a magician? A skilled axe wielder would eliminate you with a single strike, no critical necessary. Jesus Christ. Every magician needs an ace up his sleeve. And that is the martial arts. That's one option. You see, magicians throw their power internally, not externally. Magic, unlike sorcery, flows through a natural internal circuit before it can be used in the form of a spell. I'm not gonna read that with the voice, I'm gonna die. The use of these circuits can drain much of an amateur magical energy, resulting in the weakening of the magus's combat ability. In this scenario, even a trained magus could be susceptible to the attacks of an ordinary human. More so if said human is skilled in hand-to-hand combat. Though it's an unlikely scenario, it would be prudent for Magnus to... Enough with the info dumps! Jesus Christ. Fine, I don't need you. She taps her Twitter icon on her phone and runs away. What? Twitter? What? Okay, I may have been a little hard on her back there. But this isn't a bad outcome either. You think the streets would be a bit more busy in the morning, but no one ever passes by here. It's hard to get used to if you're from the city, but I've lived in the suburbs my whole life, and I like the peace and quiet. It's nice. Lets your mind wander. Thoughts. Let your mind wander to things you'd rather avoid. Mark? Huh? What was that? I looked around and momentarily spot a figure, but it disappears before my eyes. Strange, she looked familiar. Meh. Can't be that important. 2 weeks later, I would look back at that moment as the first in a series of very, very silly assumptions. Oh fuck. Mark, you're actually early. A familiar voice welcomes me in from the cold. In front of me stands a young man that I've known since the beginning of high school, and that I sometimes wish I didn't know. He looks so chill, like so laid on my back, even though it's like in the middle of the fucking corridor. I'm really tall, what the fuck? On time is more like it. We have barely 5 minutes until the bell. That's still an accomplishment, coming from you. Oh, Lillian. Oh hey, did you... Okay, I don't know. Oh hey, did you bring your notes from the presentation? My other friend, Lillian, voices her question politely, unlike a certain little sister. Well, Rin was on the computer until midnight and my laptop needed recharging and your house was constructed without power outlets, of course. Fine, I'll print them out at lunch. Jesus Christ, that bell. And there goes the bell. And there goes the bell. I don't know if you could hear me because of the fucking bell that was fucking loud. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually looking forward to a boring lecture if it means I can relax. The teacher's voice drones on. And on. And on. I only know of one way to escape. Jumping out the window might have a long-term consequence, though, so I'll be content with staring through it. Whenever I'm bored at school, I always be looking out at the weather and thinking about how I would rather be anywhere but here. And it's a cloud shot because clouds are anime, or I mean manga. I mean visual novels. I forgot the word. Wow, visual novels. Anywhere but here. Although fortune has treated me with nothing but a sadistic little sister and a pile of unfinished homework this morning, so maybe I'm better off in class after all. Mark, am I hearing things? Mark! It's just like this morning. Is this someone's stupid idea of a prank? I'm sure it's just some kid with nothing better to do with time, but I'm sure but I can't forget that. Alright, I know what I have to do. Pinpointing the source of the sound. I spin around and glare at my target. She's not getting away this time. The class stares at me. Lucas turns around. I sit back down. Awkwardly. What happened? Lunch. Finally. No matter how many years pass, nothing beats the taste of a cold meat and freedom. It's quiet. Lucas sighs audibly. Audible.com and I follow. I still don't get how Rin can sacrifice her lunch break to study for a test when she hardly ever studies at home. Okay, I'll stop. It's fun from the strangest thing she's done. Point taken. So, how was that game that I lent you? Alright. To be honest, I'm not really into those dating sims. They're not dating sims if they don't have statistics. He's not wrong. Because this is a visual. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll check it out when I get time. Right now I'm busy with I was about to say schoolwork, but that lie won't last a second. Stuff. Yeah, stuff. Mark, you do know what this means, don't you? I really think I can see the sunlight glint of those glasses. Glint off of those glasses, yeah. This means that you have yet to experience modern Japanese visual culture in all its glory. Jesus Christ. Can you please shut up now? Surely you found yourself taking a peek at Rin's DVD collection at some point in the past 16 years. Have you ever felt discontented with the path the story takes? I'll take that as a no. Protagonists always have plot armor. Is that like fucking... Is this supposed to be like... Wait. Is armor spelled like that for like English? Like, how do you call this? We have American English, we have the other English, you know, the fucking England and stuff. So I know color It can be right color without a U and color with a U. So I don't know if armor is the same or if it's just a typo, which I don't think it is. Okay. Protagonists always have plot armor in suspense stories, and the main heroine always wins in romances. This is like really true, and this was made before. No, actually, it was like just at the time Sword Art Online was going. Actually, I don't know when this was made, but Sword Art Online is like plot armor all the way, and something else. Well, actually, One Punch Man is plot armor, I think. What else is plot armor? I don't know, but yeah. And the main heroine always wins in romances, even aside from being dumped down by the awkward transition between two inherently different mediums. Haven't you ever felt like the story isn't working? Does it not feel like the main character is a brainless idiot and that you could do a much better job than him? Haven't you ever felt like giving that idiotic protag a punch in the face and telling him to choose the shy, innocent library girl over the deceitful One-chan Chara, who can't go on a date without thinking about her little brother? That statement may contain a slight amount of bias. At any rate, and there's only one solution to problems like this. You play the game. I sense an evil chuckle as he finishes, as if he wants to add, and soon you'll be just like me. Well, like I said, I'll get to it eventually. Lucas kicks his feet up. It's a really good game. It really is a good game though. And the school uniforms kinda resemble ours, don't you think? As much as I hate to admit, he's right. Our school isn't famous for its elaborate uniforms that don't match in academic reputation. That isn't going to make me play it any faster. And I'll bother you every day until you do. Do you dare to underestimate my persistence? Jesus Christ, the bell thinks something. Wait, the bell thinks the end of lunch and we head to class. Away from each other, thankfully. I did it. It took a few years, but I did it. I made it back. It took a few years, and it won't be long before I talk to him again. A clock ticks in the background as a girl gazes pensively out the window. I'm getting nervous just thinking about it. Nervous and a little excited. Nervous. It's been so long. What I'll do if he's changed? This whole plan would be pointless. I have to stay calm. I know what I'm doing, and I thought it all through. Just stick it to the script. But I'm nervous. So nervous. How do you say it? Nervous? Wow. Better quality clouds. I like sunsets. I really do. I could live without long walks on the beach. But sunsets? They're really special. Cliché doesn't have to make things less special. Not that it matters much. Storybook romances stay in the storybooks. It's just nice to catch a glimpse of stories sometimes. But in the endlessly shuffle gods granting divinely selected background music on a perfect twilight after their rain. What did I just read? Okay, yeah. Phew, thanks again for the help. Don't worry about it. It's not like I have anything better to do. I slide down from the windowsill, but my feet hesitate. Something about the red tint of the classroom and Lillian's smile is discomforting and uncannily familiar. Does the school library always get this much work? I can see why you ask for a hand. No, the library usually maintains itself with the help of the teachers. We just have some extra things to take care of before the end of the term. Paperwork mostly. My fucking boys or girls are fucking awful. Be good, break, just do it. Sounds tough. All work and no pay. I think you mean no play. Wait, you're getting paid? No, but... Well, there you go. You win this one. Anyway, and I was trying to say, I don't mind the extra work. We help out because we want to, right? Though it's nice to have an extra pair of hands from time to time. Ah, right. Besides, you always end up owing me favors. This is just one of them. Anyway, shall we head home? Yeah, let's go. Where's Lucas? I grabbed my bag and rushed to hold the door. It can be nice to stay back after school, can it? On the occasion, the weather is nice today. I tried to find something other than the weather to comment on that. It's always cold in the winter, but it feels good when you're inside. Wink wink. Wait, what do you say? It's like looking at a snow globe. Does that make sense? Now that you mention it, I don't think it does. It makes sense in my head. She has a cute smile though. What the fuck? Don't worry about it. I know what you mean. Do you? I think. Pouty face. What? It couldn't have been that important, right? I suppose. Lillian makes really, what the fuck is that? About something. Smiles. Not what? What did I read? Wait, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Lillian smiles really about something and walks up ahead, frizzy hair lit by the sun. We walked alone for the next few minutes, and I tried to nonchalantly wave goodbye. I can't shake the feeling that something was off about her today. Maybe I'm imagining things, thanks to that voice in my head, but she almost seemed as tense as me. I better head back before Reen starts worrying. I turned to walk home, but... Mark? Okay, that's it. The world just isn't normal today. Mark! I'm getting to the bottom of this. I walk for a few seconds and pretend not to notice, before spinning around. It's a girl. She stands out, long purple hair, and a red ribbon, swaying in the breeze. She reappears in an alleyway to my left, and I see her lips move. Lo me. The minute I step toward her, she points to her right. It's the road that leads back to my school. I look back at her, or at least I would have, had she not already disappeared. That arrogant... Alright, now that she's really done it, I'll run through this town all night if I have to. You're messing with the wrong guy. Before I realize it, the sky darkness and cloud drift in. From time to time, I catch a glimpse or something white out of the corner of my eye, but it disappears before I can identify it. She's deliberately dashing through the side streets, and she always seems to be exactly one street ahead. I gasped for breath as I reached the school building. The girl stands daintily at its entrance. You! Stop! She grins and runs inside. She has a grateful quality about her. I say run. Jesus Christ. But it's more like she's gliding. Of course that's not going to stop me. 3D. I catch a glimpse of her feet at the bottom of the staircase. To the left hall. We're running out of places to run. Stairs again? No, wait. There are no stairs to the roof. Why is this door unlocked in the first place? No matter. It's over now. The sky turned black before I realized it, and snow drips cautiously down. The last piece of the puzzle falls into place. And thank you for watching the first episode of Sepia Tears, or Sepia. I'm sorry, but I have to. You know what I mean? Cliffhanger! I'm sorry. Save. Thank you. So yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.